Action. Yo, yo, yo. What's going on? This the second episode of the Reese motherfucking Russell show. I'm your host, Reese Russell. I got a special guest in here today. One of my good friends. We've been doing stand-up in Las Vegas. We've been doing sketches together for over a year now. Real good dude, real spiritual dude. Funny as hell, and he might be the suavest dude I know. So stay tuned. We got Bobby Sticks in the building. I'll introduce you in a second. But right now, I just found out why I was gonna leave. I was gonna leave all the judgment alone. I wasn't even gonna talk about the Tory Lanez Megan Thee Stallion case because I knew the truth wasn't gonna come out till afterwards anyway. But the jurors seemed to find out that if you call from jail and leave on the voicemail or recording that you're talking to somebody and you say, I'm sorry, I was drunk and it wouldn't have happened, you probably going to jail. I had sympathy because I didn't think nobody should do 20 years for saying dance, bitch. Dance. Missing my most important part. Damn, I'm starting over. I gotta start
Lights,
over.
camera,
Yeah,
action.
I missed the one. All right, we about to start.
Dance, bitch.
That
Boy, when I heard, I was like, this nigga said what? I heard about that and I was like, that. I just shook my head. I didn't know where to laugh or just be like, what the fuck? But he really said that shit. And he was just pissed off because he was smashing her. You know, we'll get into it. You know what I mean? But it's just like, that shit is kind of funny though, low key. Like, this nigga is going to prison for a minute.
That's a funny way to get locked up.
It's like, this, what are you in a cartoon right now? That nigga said, dance, bitch.
Shooting out the side of the window.
And he did that shit. This is real life. You know what I mean? And it's just like, this nigga really put fragments of bullets, you know, in her feet. You know what I mean? He didn't connect with it, but the fragments hit and it damaged her pretty good. So she was like,
He got her in the foot. I mean, she really did get shot.
She got shot, you know what I mean? And
but you got shot in the funniest way possible.
What he said and did the whole thing, yeah, that shit is kind of... That's fucked up. It's kind of comedy, you know? It is fucked up, though, but she can still walk around. Like, she can still make...
Bow!
Show me twerk with broken feet.
It's a funny way. I heard that the argument started not really because Tory was in the pool with Kylie Jenner, which everybody know that. Everybody been in the pool with Kylie Jenner.
I was in there last September.
Exactly. Everybody's in the Kylie Jenner pool. But it's the fact that Megan said that Tory Lanez career is garbage.
He called it trash, you know what I mean? He said you ain't shit.
He called it trash. Is that enough to make a motherfucking dance?
I mean, she's been dancing for a little while, so I guess he wanted to see her twerk. I guess, I don't know. He wanted to see the WAP ducking video while she was chasing bullets like Yosemite Sam and shit.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck. How many times you think he shot?
He probably shot 3 or 4 good times.
I don't think that's enough to make him up. How are you trying to make a motherfucker twerk when you say do what you trying
to get on the hot foot? You
trying to make him tap dance?
He's trying to make him do some, you know, soft shoe in that motherfucker.
Well, he could have. But man, I would. Like, I want to make so much money that I will be able to buy the footage of this incident happening.
You know it's out there.
It gotta be. This was in L.A. He got locked up in the Hollywood jail. He probably somewhere in West Hollywood or Hollywood Hills.
Look it up on Live Leak. You could probably find it on there.
You could probably find it of him still.
Yeah, more than likely, you know what I mean? I'll do some research, you know, I'll take a look.
I just with his height.
Do you see how mad his pops was though?
Yeah, his pops wanted to put a curse on him.
Oh yeah? You know, real talk.
He called him wicked.
He said, I got I got a whole troop of people praying for us right now. I was like, sir, your son shot this lady in the feet.
In the foot.
Like, there's nothing that you can pray on it.
I think it was in the feet.
It was.
I think it was both feet.
It was both hot feet. You know?
I've seen them feet. It's hard to miss them feet. She has
I
a
mean,
big
she
ass
wears a size
feet.
13. You know,
Fucking 13 men. Them motherfucking feet big. Megan Thee Stallion got some buffalo feet.
But she's a big chick though. She's country. She's from Houston. You know, that's how they breed them in Houston. You know, shout out to Houston, Texas.
Shout out H-Town. I'm not. This is the only thing that I ain't get. I'm not one to talk about heights in this scenario, or I'm not one to talk about people's sexual relationship. You're grown. People can have sex with whoever they want to. Mm-hmm. But why? If Megan Thee Stallion wasn't fucking with them short niggas, she wouldn't be dealing with this shit.
Because he's a short nigga too.
She fucking with Tory and the baby.
Yeah, and they're both little guys.
You can stack them on top of each other. They won't be your height player.
They'll be right by her nose, you know.
I'm just saying.
She's still got a little length on them, you know. But that's how she likes them. She, in case the shit gets out of line, she can, you know, smack a nigga too. But you know, when he pulls out that fucking blicky, you know.
The baby known. Oh shit! Tory Lanez and the baby known for shooting people.
See, yeah, Tory Lanez or the baby killed that man at
in Walmart, and then shot a dude outside his house. Both of these,
you know, they're breaking into his shit.
America, he shot the shit out of him.
Yeah, he let him live though.
And then called the police and was like, "Hey, I'm not putting my gun down either."
He's like, "Yo, this nigga's in my house, you know, and I had to let him have it, you know. He's still alive. You come get him if you want."
So. What do you is it because rap is trash nowadays? Is this why the violence?
I mean, that's why it picked up. You see all the RICO acts now, they're putting these cats in RICO cases because they're really rapping about the stuff that they're doing right now. And it's like, oops, you should have disguised that one in a colorful lyric, brother, instead of being like, I shot that bitch in the foot, ha ha. You know, it's like, yo, chill.
He should have cleaned it up.
He should have cleaned it up a little bit, you know, but then he figured that wasn't even part of his song. I don't know. I don't know these young cats' music. We were playing.
They're rapping too much in first person.
They are. They're letting people know exactly what they're doing, where they're at. They're dropping names, and it's just like these cats are really getting popped for this thing right now. Young Thug right now is going through this case right now because of the shit that he was rapping about with the whole YSL and this whole case, and it's just like, yo, now people are like, you know, they're snitching and they're seeing it as it's like, you know, back in the day, like you didn't snitch, you kept your mouth shut and you didn't say anything to anybody. But now they're like 20 years. Well, you know, I do know this, you know, and it's just like, and then they start singing, you know, because who the hell wants to go to prison? Who wants to take that blow? Nobody. But in the same token, you did the dirt. You know what I mean? It's time to fucking, you know, pay up. You know, you got to do what you got to do.
You bring up a good point. I was D.L. Hughley was in an interview. I think he was on Vlad TV, if I'm not mistaken. He did an interview and he was talking about Gunna and Gunna snitching to get out. That's and we won't know and we won't know if Gunna snitched or not until he goes to court. And D.L. was like, then they talked about T.I. snitching on his dead cousin. So D.L. was like, what black people call snitching is what white people call loopholes.
That's the truth though, because it's like, yeah, the loophole, you know, is that, you know, he actually did it, you know, on September 14th, blah blah. But a nigga will dress it up in a way that it doesn't seem like they're snitching too much, but they're giving away information that it's like, I'm like, come on, Tip, you know, but Tip's cousin ain't there, so he couldn't speak on his behalf because he's gone. So he's like, yeah,
I think Tip snitching is less snitching than Gunna snitching.
Yeah. In essence, you know, his cousin's not there, but it's just like he just told the story how it was, you know, and it's like,
yeah. I mean, even if that ain't the story, I ain't saying I'm not put in a position where I gotta snitch on a dead cousin. But if you facing 30,
yeah, you facing 30, you gonna say something. You know?
T.I., this why I think T.I. hadn't had a good go at it with stand up comedy. It's a lot harder than people think, but I will give him credit. He funny because you know what he said. He said in the interview why he snitched on his cousin is because he said he prayed to him posthumously.
Yeah, I heard that. Yes.
He said he prayed to him up there, and his cousin said, "Hey, if it's gonna get you free," I said, "Nigga, I don't know if your cousin said that."
That wasn't your cousin, bro. That wasn't your cousin, you know.
I don't think his cousin said that.
Yeah, that was like some subconscious kind of shit. But yeah, it was. I did hear that, and it was like, T.I., you know, good and well. Why you praying to your cousin? Your cousin gone.
He gone.
And it's like, what were you doing? A seance tip? Like, what's the problem? You know. But it's like, hey, you're not in prison, so shout outs to you.
Yeah, but Gunna told everybody that YSL is a gang.
Yeah, and bang bang, and you know he let everything go, and then they walked him right on out the jail. And I was like,
You know how he know it was a gang? He saw it. He said he was right there when he noticed them doing it. And the drugs and the gun in the car, when it was only me and you in the car, Bobby,
yeah,
they weren't mine.
Yeah. It's like, you know who else was in the car? This nigga over here.
You better blame that Nissan Maxima nigga.
You better talk to him. Maybe it made it. I don't know. You know how those Chinese vehicles are. Those Japanese cars. They make guns and drugs. It's just a situation of just like, if you know you're about to get into some beef, just know that you might have to do some time.
What you think gonna happen to Megan Thee Stallion?
I think her dancing career. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. It's gonna be great. She's past the hardest part already. She just has to keep coming out with more music.
Has she released anything that went popping?
Just WAP. That's the only song that I know.
Since then, WAP was global though.
Oh yeah, worldwide. You know.
That's the World Series.
Hillary Clinton fucking saying, you know, WAP. I stand with WAP. You know, because you know my husband Bill likes the WAP. I gave Bill some WAP. You know.
He said that. So why? I knew he did. That was with Cardi B. He did something else with Cardi or Beyonce or something, didn't he? She.
I don't know. She did all kind of things. Not really a super fan of Meg Thee Stallion. I don't know her stuff too much, but I just know that song. I'm like, damn, she's thicker than a thing. You know what I mean?
She thick. That's that Houston thick.
H-Town.
So shoot, Tory Lanez he about to get 22 maximum, 22 years.
Sure is.
But he should have taken a plea if he knew he was on the phone apologizing. They didn't say nothing about that.
That's the best thing that you can do if you don't want to do that time, you know, because they went through the trial, and that trial was quick. They didn't even try Harvey Weinstein that quick, you know what I mean? They didn't try Bill Cosby, you know, that quick. But, you know, that trial it was 10 days. And I was like, why did his stuff go through that fast? I was like, that's pretty amazing, you know? They said, let's get this shit done before the end of the year. We got shit to do.
Everybody said he did it. The text messages from Kelsey saying he did it.
I'm pretty sure he did it. You know, you got the eyewitnesses right there that seen the motherfucker do the thing, but it's just like, hey, Tory, like you shouldn't
He snitched on himself.
He did, but in the same token, like you snitch on yourself, nigga, you still doing 22 years.
Yeah, he should have shut up. Man, if the first thing you do is not call a person that was involved in the shit and say, I'm sorry about what happened last night.
Like there's the case right there. Open and shut case.
You got that? Then his father was mad about if there was no fingerprints on the magazine. I was like, nigga, I've never had fingerprints on my magazine.
It's like, that's why they make cloths for it, you know?
Exactly. Yeah. Leather gloves, exactly, ass OJ.
Know? And the glove fit, you know, this time, you know? But that's just how shit goes down, you know? And this new era of rap, hip-hop I wouldn't even call it hip-hop. It's just niggas killing each other and making songs about it.
It's hip-hop.
Yeah. Hip pop 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 pop.
Hip pop 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 pop.
Dance
bitch pop pop. Hip hop.
Man,
hip pop yo, damn, that's what it's.
Hip pop pop pop, because niggas is killing each other, and it's just like all these drill rappers, and they're making these songs, and it's like it's promoting these young kids to do these kind of things, and it's like, damn, this is what it's boiled down to, huh? Okay, cool. You know,
that's what it feels like.
Hey, you don't have to get a record anymore, but you know, once you do, you know, you sign your stuff away, you know, and it's just like, okay, cool. You really want to get famous, you know, come to this party with us, you know, and it's like, shit, you know, and that's a whole nother scenario. I don't know where we're going with this or what we're talking about. I'm just saying I heard some tales.
You just hit me on Wu-Tang Clan, no.
Wu-Tang Clan, baby.
Ain't
Now,
nothing
that's my era of music right there. That's hip hop. You know, that's lyrics right there. That's the way to be the dopest on the mic is not talking about killing. It's talking about who is the rawest MC and why are you the rawest MC. And these cats right here, they put it down, and they're the rawest MCs to me, personally.
Out of Wu-Tang, who's your favorite?
Bobby Digital, baby.
Bobby Digital.
He's the Abbott of the whole group. And if you go back to ancient, martial arts and Chinese, history and stuff like that, the Abbott was he was the teacher. He was the wisest one. He was the ones that everybody kind of like got their information from. How they got tighter, they reached out to the Abbott. The Abbott was the one who put everything together, and made sure that all his men were taken care of, while they go into war. It's like, let's consult the Abbott before we do this, And their whole thing was like on some hip hop, kung fu kind of stuff like that. So they if you listen to their catalog, they take bites from old kung fu movies, Liquid Swords, it's just like, my father was the Shogun's decapitator. And it's like, they take that and then they make hip hop about it. And it's just like, just solid.
Bobby
dudes.
Digital, so RZA.
RZA.
Who's where's Ghostface rank?
Go! I've seen that nigga in concert, last summer, So Ghostface is up there, Face is tight, and his lyrics, he's a lyricist and he's a wordsmith, So he puts stuff together that he talks subliminally, and it's just like the boy is cold, So I like him. He's at least top 5,
Yeah, well, I think it's only like 5 in it, right?
No, there's 9 niggas in Wu-Tang, minus ODB, and he passed away, So yeah, Wu-Tang is for the children, but Wu-Tang is universal to me, because they've reached so many people. They touched the whole climate of hip hop, and I'm an old head, I was talking about some stuff in '98. He's like, "You listen to shit in '98?" I was like, "Yes, sir." And that's just how it was. Wu-Tang forever, and the West Coast. The West Coast is where we still going.
You're good.
All right.
My camera just cut off for some damn reason. Give me if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Clap.
Shit, I gotta do it on this side. That ain't fucking happened before. One more time. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Thank you. You're talking about Bobby Digital, Ghostface Killer.
Ghostface, they got Raekwon the Chef, but Method Man.
You said there were 9 of them?
There's 9, yeah. Yeah.
Raekwon the Chef.
RZA, Jizza, Old Dirty Bizza, You Got, Inspector Deck. Damn, see, not RZA, the Jizza, Old Dirty Bizza, You Got, the Ghostface Killer, Method Man. And there's 9 of them. You can
I believe you. I'm about to. I don't know.
Pull up the names,
I'm about to do it.
And then Capadonna, he's like he's an unofficial member of Wu-Tang as well.
Who's Capadonna?
Capadonna was a cat that they kicked it with, and he's one of the cousins or something like that of Raekwon. Or there's one. He's a cousin from one of them dudes, but he's dope. He's part of that song too.
It got ODB, RZA, Ghostface Killer, Raekwon, Method Man, Jizza, Inspector Deck.
There it is.
Capadonna, Master Killer. You said You Got. I don't think you said Mathematics.
Mathematics is the one who made the Wu-Tang symbol, actually.
Is he?
Yeah, so he's not actually like a member, but he's like the DJ. He's like the one who did the work behind the scenes kind of thing.
And the
Jizza
last
is
one
actually an astrophysicist,
What?
At MIT, yeah. You could take it. He taught classes at MIT, on astrophysicism, and he had an interview with Neil deGrasse Tyson, talking about space time travel, about all that quantum physics and all that.
That's an interview.
Yeah, interview. They're not dumbass dudes, especially him. They call him Jizza Genius, and it's because he's a genius. He's a smart dude,
I heard RZA plays chess too. I light his
They all
ass
play
up on
chess.
that boy.
All of them play chess.
They don't want none of me though.
Please.
Man, I like.
Please, you don't want none of me.
On the huh?
What?
You trying to challenge me to a chess game?
You have been challenged, sir.
I don't think you want that smoke.
It don't matter, you know. Brah! You know, shoot at you like Tory
Hey man, I
Lanez,
thought this was old school hip hop, not hip hop.
Brah! Pop, 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 pop. You know, we talking about a whole nother ball game, nigga.
Lupe's actually teaching a class at MIT right now.
Yeah, hip hop.
About hip hop.
Yeah, hip hop class. Yeah, I heard about that. He's teaching Eminem's breakdown, how he breaks down his whole his lyrical pattern, you know, and he just does the whole thing because like lyrics aren't just like, you know, da da da. It's like a whole, you know, they got similes, they got metaphors, they got all kind of double entendre. They have so much stuff in there. It's like when you're advanced and when you're really into hip hop, yeah. Like this new shit, you can't even understand some of these cats nowadays. It's like they just talk about perks and popping. You know what I mean?
Perks and popping people.
I'm like, what? What are you saying, young man? Like, pull your pants up and tell me something. Tell me something dope.
Do you think there's a correlation? You say they have that hip hop or music in general. I would look at music to have like different cadences, different metaphor, similes. Wordplay.
Yeah, wordplay.
Do you think that also translates into stand-up comedy?
It does, because you can be so creative with that, especially with the wordplay. You can say, you know, different things. You know, you can be like, yeah, you know, I was, you know, playing with words. You know what I mean? But I'd rather play with titties, or you know, you can just say something stupid, you know, or you can just like kind of disguise what you're talking about in lyric or in comedy, you know, and you can tie it together, and that's what makes shit hilarious, you know, when you're really good at what you do. And that takes a long time. Like the callbacks, like you callbacks, and callbacks are like you start off on one topic, you know, and you kind of veer off, but then you bring it back to that topic again. That is comedy gold right there. And, you know, it takes a little while to master something like that. I'm still working on what I'm doing, you know, and people are understanding who Bobby Sticks is. I always say be lovely, not ugly. But I say sometimes the worst shit. But I was like, at the end of the day, these are just jokes, you know. So if I get canceled before I start, then damn it, I did my job. Like toughen up, Buttercup. You know, just it's cool. Like
you're too hard. You're very benign on stage. I don't feel like you have any hate in your heart.
I don't. But you know, I'll make fun of certain situations or certain people or whatever the case is. You know, it's just. But I mean, that's fucking comedy to me. To me, that racial humor. Wow, if it's done right, wow, yeah, that shit is perfect to me. I grew up watching In Living Color, and there was nothing off limits for those guys besides cussing, you know. They would touch on every thing. They would make fun of black folks, white people, Mexicans, Asian. It's just like this shit with gay people, you know,
the
handicapped people. Oh my god, they had a character named Handyman on there. I was like, damn, this shit was crazy. It was fun. It was fun. Those are good times. I wish, you know, if we create, you know, our new thing, you know, with sketch comedy and stuff like that, I would love to do an In Living Color kind of show, uncensored, just like let's make fun of everybody and see how far it goes.
That's how, hey bro, you know, and you know you close to the studio too, so we definitely getting that. I can't wait, bro. The sketch that we did last year that I'm about to release, OBGYN.
I was a gynecologist. Oh my god, that was crazy, you know. So yeah,
OBGYN.
I got plenty of more of those bangers too, you know, just, you know, locked away. I wrote some of them down. I got sketches, you know, so we can work on something.
I'm definitely with that, bro. I appreciate that. So how you stand up? I don't know if a lot of y'all know, but I'm a stand-up comedian. Also, y'all gonna be seeing a lot of my stand-up clips getting posted too, so I'm gonna be doing that. What's one thing as a stand-up comic that you have learned that has been pivotal? You learned early on in your stand-up career, or you learned recently that has changed the entire way that you do stand-up?
Oh, I'd stay out of the way. You know, I don't get into the little beefs or whatever the case is. You know, I like people. You know, I don't care who you are. If you're cool, I like to talk to people and see how everybody is. I don't want to shit on nobody. I don't want to take anything away from anybody. You know, in the comedy community, I see that there's a lot of people that are just they get upset because why didn't I get booked for this show? How come I didn't do this? And how come you're? And it's just like, what does it matter? But you know, we're very combative. It could be very combative. You know what I mean? And it's just like, damn. I stay the hell out of the way. I tell these damn jokes, you know, I shake some hands and I get the fuck out of Dodge, you know what I mean? Because that's just what I do. And I got shit to do the next day because I'm working and all. So it's just like, so what in my opinion, you know, I like people, you know, and nothing's gonna hold me back from, you know. And if I do a show, great. If I don't do a show, great. I'll come see you, you know. And it's just like that's it. I'm very supportive, you know. So it's just like, damn, there's a lot of shit.
You came out again. I appreciate you again for coming out to the first show that we had over at the Gambit.
Yo, that was fun as hell too, man. That was fun. So much fun over there. That's a cool spot. I like the Gambit, you know, it's a good scene, and you know, you my peoples, you know, so I want to support, you know, what y'all are doing, you know.
You said front row center too. I appreciate that.
And I popped up there, and I was like, and I was like, you know, talking a little shit, you know, like gave me like 2 minutes.
I forgot you went on stage
yeah,
too.
You did. He was like, hey, Bobby, come up here, you know, because like, you know, I'm always dressed to impress, you know, something.
Swap the smoothest dude in Las Vegas.
Yeah, you know, slicker than worm sperm, baby.
Slicker.
So I just try to be smooth, you know. This is just me. This is in my character
no. What is that joke? What is that joke? Fuck with Bobby Sticks, your whole left side go down.
Fuck up your whole left side, you know what I mean? Have you walking like a T-Rex in the left.
You fuck with Bobby Sticks, your whole left side go numb. Man, that shit is hilarious, dog.
So, you know, I just like to say little slick shit, you know, and people remember me by, you know, certain things that I do. Because it's not so much what I say, it's how I say it. You know, that's what people are just
said
like,
it's the Bobby delivery.
It's the delivery, you know, and I think that's what it is in life. You know, if you don't deliver, you can be the funniest dude in the world, but if that delivery, if you're just like so monotone, or if you're reading out a book, like reading it out of your joke book, like you're reading a novel, it's like, it ain't gonna work. You got to put some funk on it.
You got to put some villain in there. And you got that funk.
You got to get that funk.
He said like a T-Rex.
Yeah. What did he do?
That's some good advice. He said, stay out the way.
Stay out the way, man.
Stay out the way. I'm with that.
Yeah. You know, you just got to have. Yeah. I go out to tell these jokes, you know, because I want to have a good time. Not saying that I want to go all the way across town for 3 minutes, but then again, it's like, why not? You know, let me put some little gas in the car. You know, let me go out there and tell these jokes and let motherfuckers know that I'm funny too. Ha ha ha! You want a joke, nigga? I got some jokes.
You got jokes.
So I go.
And you got the joke. You stay with a joke book. I've never seen Bobby Sticks without his joke book.
Yeah, I mean, because shit hits me all the time, you know, and it's just like if I don't write it in my phone or in my book, and I'm like, oh, what was I thinking? And then it just, you know, write the vision, make it plain upon tablets, that sometime that this vision may come to pass. You know, it's kind of scriptural.
Hit that. Hold on. Run that back. I think you sped through that.
Write the vision and make it plain onto tablets, that in its due time the vision may come to pass. You know, that's what it is. So if you write the vision, make it plain, you know, if you have goals, if you have dreams, if you have whatever it is, write it down. You know, make a vision board. Me and my girl, we put together a vision board. I look at it every day, and you know, I try to pull out one of them, and I go as far as putting places I want to go, the house I want to live in, how we're gonna just, you know, do what we're gonna do. You know, but, you know, I put it plain, you know, and I write down, you know, what I have in my heart, have in my mind. And I'm just like, yeah, I could probably make this happen, you know. I could probably go to the store and, you know, do X, Y, and Z. Or, you know, I want to, you know, have my own company in this and that time. I don't want to work forever for somebody. I want to have my own business, you know what I mean? These are just things that I want to do in my life. So, you know, as I do that, then things will kind of come to pass. We having a difficulty over there?
Yeah, this shit ain't never happened. My camera keeps cutting off.
Well, while we're dealing with technical difficulties, I just say to you, just keep your minds together, man. There's no need to hate on another man for his successes. There's no reason to do that. Um, but it should motivate you to become somebody uh, bigger and better. The next time. This man is making his dreams come true. They have so many people like, man, fuck that nigga. Who he think he is? Oh, he thinks he's better than me. It's like, well, in so many words, he could be, but it's just about the words, man. You got to watch what you say. Kind of about yourself. We get on stage and we clown and we make fun. It's like, oh, I'm so poor, this and that, and that. But those words are powerful, man. And with your words, you can make $1 million, or you can say, I'll never have $1 million. Just like that, because it's already putting things into your environment. It's putting things into the universe, if you will, or but God hears that. And, yes, I am a believer. And, yes, I know that, I go out and do certain things, but I've been through 2 brain surgeries, man. I done seen people get shot like literally feet in front of me, man. I've been through court cases where I didn't know anything if I was gonna get out, and I didn't say shit, nigga. I was like, okay, I was preparing myself to get locked up.
You were preparing to get mentally prepared?
I was mentally preparing. I was doing everything that I could because I was like, you know what? Let's go. I did the shit. So let me go on. And
you just took responsibility.
That's what a man does.
Nah, man, get a lawyer.
I had a lawyer.
Man, pay a good one. Fuck.
I did. I had a good lawyer.
That's what the law system's for. It's to cop out and say I didn't do this shit. And if I did do this shit, I didn't really mean to. It's to lie.
It was kind of just like, but I didn't end up going. Going through the court system is no joke, and once you get in that, you're in there for a minute, and they remember names and shit. But now,
they remember
now they don't know who the hell I am. I put my little hoodie on, I put my little button up, so I'm just
hey,
how
invisible.
You doing? You know what I mean? I'm just like,
damn, man, nah, I'm a firm believer. I just play the system. See, back to the DL Hughley with the loophole shit. Is the law itself a loophole?
I guess. I mean, it could be. It depends on how it goes. Because you see them cats that get caught up for like 10 years. They said, I didn't do the shit. It is not me. And then they do DNA and they're like, oh yeah, it wasn't you. Here's $1 million. Enjoy your life. What the fuck?
If they give you that, if you get out,
that shit is crazy. So it's just like, yeah, even the law is wrong sometimes. But they like to tag us.
Sometimes, dog. Did you hear about the kid that killed his mother?
Yes,
over a VR headset.
Over the VR headset. Yes.
VR headset, bro. The kid's bond was $1 million, right? And he he tried to
break my piggy bank for the $100 that's in there, so you can pay for my lawyers. Like, kid, you don't understand.
No, he does understand. If you're trying him as an adult, this is what they would do to an adult. They would say, "How much income do you have?" And then base that.
Can you imagine a grown man? I got $100 in the jar. Now you go break that up.
Do you know how messed up I am, though?
Tell me
why. So he was like, I only got $100 in my piggy bank, right? And he wanted his bail based upon that. Why'd I Google how much VR headsets were? Because I was like, shit, if VR headsets about $100, you didn't have to kill it. But you already had it in your piggy. It was it's $400. So
save up a cut, mow the lawn.
Man, he did.
Do a couple things.
It's unfortunate, but he did what he thought was okay. No, he didn't do it to get it. He didn't rob her, did he?
No, he was pissed off because she didn't get it. And, the kid got irate, and he went and he knew where the gun was, and he grabbed the gun. I want my VR headset. And then the mom told him no. Bam, bam. Killed his mom right like that. Yeah.
But he still didn't get the VR headset.
No, and now he's never going to get it, ever.
It's almost like he's thinking like a child.
Well, go figure. He's in. He's like, you think your mom's gonna come back and be like, there's no round 2 in this one, kid.
Hey, bro, ain't no respawning in this video game.
That's it. You done made your bed now.
Damn, that's a messed up story. That's messed up. But
this is real life. This is what's going on in our society right now. Like, where are we as people where you getting murdered by your 10-year-old kid?
Yeah, that was a black kid too.
Sure was. And I was like, this has to be. Oh shit. But here's the thing.
That's what you thought.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So now my whole perspective is changing on a whole lot of stuff because like the last mass shooting, that nigga at Walmart, I was like, this has to be a white dude who shot all his. I was like, okay.
Nah, that was a black dude too.
We're even taking that over from white people,
Absolutely not. You're not about to say because we had 2 that we taking them off.
we taking over, you know what I mean? We
that's
got
like
mass
what,
shooting now too.
that's like having Obama and saying, they're taking over the presidency. Get the hell out of here.
Another white president again. Shit. Yeah.
The ratio's off.
But it's just, I joke about it, but it's just like, yeah, we're doing too much as people, and it's just like life is just like it's nothing now to a lot of people. They're just like, whatever, just kill them. I'm pissed off. I'm gonna go in a place and just shoot as many people as I can and take my own self out. Like, what kind of way is that?
That's a bad way to go. That's
good.
Shoot, mass shootings don't really shit.
We had the biggest one happen out here 3 years ago.
That is true.
I went to that memorial and everything, and I was just like, man, I went out there and I was like, I had, I'm not a country fan, I like music and stuff like that. I like people, but I said, let me go pay my respects, man, and just like the outpouring of just love that was there. I was hugging folks I didn't even know. I seen some patched in bikers and shit like that, you know what I mean? Full-fledged members. I'm just like, hey, you probably wouldn't do this on a normal basis, but, come here, man. And I shook this big, bald dude's hand, he's like, thanks, brother, meeting people. And it was just, it was an emotional time just for the city, but for the world, man, to just like, damn, this really happened, you know what I mean? And it continues to happen, man. And it just so happened that was the biggest one right in our own backyard, bro.
Right there.
Man.